what pisses me off.
Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of a T4-TV bullshit. Let's get started. You wanna know what I think is bullshit? Aaron Big won. Now, unless you've seen Dark Scream's, Big Al's, and Random DCE's video... Oh wait, he's suspended. Sorry about that, but unless you watched your videos, you may not be familiar with this guy. Now, let me tell you about him in a nutshell. He's this 23-year-old user on YouTube that made a commentary, and I mean a shitty commentary, on a Hellsing 920's video regarding Final Fantasy fanboys. All he did in the commentary was that he gave out insults to Hellsing. And one of the users, Darkscream217, responded to Aaron Big on his bullshit. And Aaron Big responded that everything he did was a joke, and he only did this just to get attention. Now, that was even more bullshit than from before. And of course, Darkscream217 responded to him again on his bullshit. And then what does Aaron Big one do? Simple. He cries in the next video. He fucking cries. And throughout the video, all he does is this. Oh, I'm tired. I'm pissed off in Darkscream. Oh, I don't know how to make videos. It's so hard. So, in a nutshell, he threatened Darkscream in the beginning of the video, and he makes excuse after excuse about why he did all this and how he regrets it all and shit like that. First of all, Aaron Big, you brought this shit upon yourself. Learn from this and move on. Don't blame this shit on others. This isn't Darkscream's fault. You wanted fucking attention, now you've gotten it, and now you're crying and bitching about it, and put the blame on Darkscream. I don't even need to say anything else. All I can say is this. You give commentaries a bad name. End of story. That is bullshit.
You wanna know what I think is bullshit?
People bitching about the new Power Rangers remake. Now, to those nostalgic elites that are bitching and moaning pointlessly about it, let me just say this very simple sentence. Shut the fuck up. Nobody gives a shit anymore. We're fucking adults, for crying out loud. And what we're gonna be bitching about is the new Power Rangers, and it's based off the first Power Rangers. Do you people even have any more to bitch about? I mean, come on! It's the Power Rangers! This shit's for kids, for God's sake! And you know something? All you people bitch about is this. Oh my god, they ruined the intro! And they ruined some of the voices for some of the characters. It just breaks my heart! Why the fuck does this bother you? It's still the same show. The reason why they made these changes is so that it could be targeted to a younger audience, while at the same time, it's targeted to nostalgia fucks like you. I mean, this is the same shit when one Sonic fanboy, this one nostalgic fuck that bitched about Sonic's current design being on Sonic 4. This is the same shit. I mean, for God's sake, people, it's fucking Power Rangers. This is shit that kids watch. Why do you care about this? I mean, you don't see people bitching about Mario's redesign for Mario Brothers Wii. You don't see people bitching about some of the retro games being remade in this generation. But really, you're going to be bitching about the most minor details they have changed for this show that is targeted to kids such as you who grew up around the early 1990s. Really? I mean, you have other things to worry about, such as your finance issues, your job, your family. There's other things to be bitching about, trying to solve, rather than just bitching about a kid's show. I'm sorry, but that is fucking bullshit. Sarah Palin bitching over a cartoon. Now, I'm not going to name this cartoon because apparently if I mention the name of the cartoon, this video will be removed for copyright, or as I would like to call it, copywriting infringement. Sorry, a little hyper. Now, the reason why she's bitching about this cartoon is because in that one episode of that show, there's this character with Down syndrome, and she was asked what her family does. She mentions that her mother is the former governor of Alaska. Now, for some odd reason, this pisses her off because she feels as if this show is basically attacking her child that has Down syndrome. Or in this case, she's only doing this just for sympathy and votes. Not to mention, every time I look at that, she seems like she's holding a trophy instead of caring for her son. Sarah Palin called this episode a kick in the gut. First of all, Palin, this show wasn't attacking your child. It's a joke, a satire of your life as a former governor of Alaska. Not to mention, you're bitching over a cartoon that's targeted to a mature audience. And I feel like you're using this as an opportunity to get more votes and trying to have people feel sorry for you. What I'm simply trying to say is this. I'm pretty sure you don't even have a sense of humor. Now, the irony behind all this was that the voice actress who played this character, Andrea Faye Friedman, also has Down syndrome. And she had this to say, and I quote, "In my family, we think laughing is good. My parents raised me to have a sense of humor and to live a normal life. My mother did not carry me around under her arm like a loaf of French bread the way former Governor Palin carries her son Trig around looking for sympathy and votes." All I gotta say for that comment is that despite her having Down syndrome, that's an awesome comment, I'm sorry. To Andrea Friedman, you rock. As for you, Palin, even though you're not gonna watch this video, I just have this to say. Stop bitching around stupid shit just to get votes and actually care about your fucking son that is looking up to you. Stop showing him off like a fucking trophy. That's your son, for God's sake. And what you just did was bullshit. Alright guys, that's all I really need to say in this video. So, this is Cyberwolf saying have a nice day.